Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. To pause amidst a continual barrage of fresh horrors is a radical act. We can stop the constant activity to honor the dead, the lost, the discarded, the bombed, the starving, the deported, the endings. We can stop the constant activity to defy the systems reliant on this violence and fear and greed. Let us pause and be confused, despairing, rageful, grieving, and perhaps still hopeful together. In these 15 minutes, please do whatever you need to do to be comfortable, to be present to yourself. This is the time to just receive. Each day, Monday through Friday, I share a word or a theme and ask a question, offering a poem, a reading, a song, an exercise based on that. And we follow the alphabet. And here are some of the questions that we've been asking. I want this time for you to be an oasis amidst the grind, amidst the anxiety of our workplaces, and whatever context we're navigating. We want to offer a practice that is grounding and regulating and feasible in our busy professional lives. This is a chance to reconnect to yourself amidst everything so that we can be more connected with those around us and with the places and spaces we inhabit throughout our days. We do this because between us is where I believe possibility lives. This daily practice is offered at no cost, but I will share some links later, and you can feel free to get in touch or to support this space and this experiment. Today's word is napkin. And the question is, what are you collecting? Those two words are associated for me, collecting and napkin, because my mother had a collection of napkins that I was reminded about the other day because I went to a new restaurant, new chain here in our neighborhood, and they had the cutest little napkins. This is the Chick Bobao place, and it brought back all these memories of when I had this delight at this napkin. My mother had this big, it was kind of like a hat box, but it was huge. And she kept all of her napkins in there from special events or fancy dinners, but also more utilitarian ones. But they were all like this incredible representation of her memories before I came into the world and into the picture. And each one had a story or something she did that was associated with them. And so I started to think like what am I collecting? What are the things that are important for me to gather in these times? To collect. To collect is just to bring something together. Presumably something that might have been widespread or scattered. Part of why we offer the pause is to gather and to collect ourselves and to be assembled as a group of humans amidst our busy day. Now, collection can also go the other way. There's always a shadow. There's always a shadow. To collect can also mean to amass or accumulate or hoard. And that's when we get into the darkness. Now, one of my guilty pleasures is watching hoarding. Actually the show, it's called Hoarders. And it's horrible in its intervention and the way they do interventions. They're doing their best. It's a show, right? Um, but what it always reminds me is that our relationship to material things can go haywire, and especially when it's paired with grief. If you listen to the core of each of those individuals' stories, there is loss, there is a death, there is a divorce, there is a parting that they did not accept. And so these material things take on a new meaning. Now, actually, the truth is, I do not know where my mother's box of napkins ended up. They moved into town from our farmstead, and like many things that were hers, they contained her memories. But for me, 5 years after her death, they did not contain her essence, her life, her love. That is so far beyond material things. And so, my invitation to all of us today is to think about what we want to collect. What are we collecting right now? And I want us to collect experiences. I want to collect memories with people that I love. I want to collect hugs and kisses. And I want to recollect my friends who've wandered away or with whom I've lost touch. I want to collect songs and poems. I want to collect seeds and flowers. I've decided that I really want to collect things that make us human, not the things that can weigh us down. And to really sit with the loss of things that can't be replaced. Things are not meant to be forever. Even people are not meant to be forever. Ideas are not meant to be forever. Institutions aren't meant to be forever. Economies maybe aren't meant to be forever in their current state. And what I do know is that no matter what possessions I have of my mother's or not, whatever I've collected of hers or not, I will miss my mom for the rest of my life, which is also not forever. And that's okay. What are you collecting? What do you want to collect? Please reach out to me at any time at howmatters.org. Um, and I'll just offer these links if you'd like to support this space to continue, for which we would be very grateful. And I want to offer, as always, to end with a reading from the Terma Collective. May our eyes remain open, even in the face of tragedy. May we not become disheartened. May we find in the disillusion of our apathy and denial a cup of the broken heart. May we discover the gift of the fire burning in the inner chamber of our being, burning great and bright enough to transform any poison. May we offer the power of our sorrow to the service of something greater than ourselves. May our guilt not rise up to form yet another defensive wall. May the suffering purify us and not paralyze us. May we endure. May sorrow bond us and not separate us. May we realize the greatness of our sorrow and not run from its touch or its flame. May clarity be our ally and wisdom our support. May our wrath be cleansing, cutting through the confusion of denial and greed. May we not be afraid to see or speak our truth. May the bleakness of the wasteland be dispelled. May the soul's journey be revealed and the true hunger fed. May we be forgiven for what we have forgotten, what we have not collected, and be blessed with the remembrance always of who we really are. Thank you so much for listening. May you be well, happy, and peaceful, and may your day be full and joyful. Take good care.